yeah. But that was my niggas, yeah. Got my nigga Rawan with me. But that was my niggas, it'll be an honor. You know what I'm saying? Under commanding General, your honor. That for my niggas, it'll be an honor and a blessing. Look. Hey, straight off the top, I love all of my niggas. That shit ain't gon' stop till we on top when we ballin', my nigga. We be fly as fuck, you know them bitches be stalking my niggas. That shit'll never change, and it's the same with all my niggas. City to city, I should be at home. That's what my ribs say. But bitch, I'm grown. I'm in these streets and closed caption. Niggas know we bout that action. If a nigga play with me, then my Hakim gon' let him have it. Hey, thank you the shit, this truth the shit. Nigga play, I let that Ruger hit. Get on them tracks, they be like, who is this? I'm rude with it, ain't got no manners. All them pussy niggas talking shit, yeah, I know they can't stand us, but we UPK Louisiana, bitch, that's what I'm rippin'. And my niggas solid number, real ones in my section. If you wanna get down, put your boots on, start stepping. Brotherhood is a weapon. Brotherhood is a weapon. Better watch how you steppin', cause brotherhood is a weapon. If I die for my niggas, it'll be an honor and a blessing. Better watch how you steppin', cause brotherhood is a weapon. Brotherhood is a weapon. Better watch how you steppin', cause brotherhood is a weapon. If I die for my niggas, it'll be an honor and a blessing. Better watch how you steppin', cause brotherhood. I lay my life down right now for all my sisters and brothers. I opened the Bible, went through them records, found out we was royalty, a nation to be respected. But in this world we rejected, we hated for our complex. Still fighting to get accepted. We hear the truth and reject it, but love is getting corrected. And all my niggas correct me. The commandments, the foundation we erected. Brotherhood is a weapon. Brotherhood is a weapon. Better watch how you steppin', cause brotherhood is a weapon. If I die for my niggas, it'll be an honor and a blessing. Better watch how you steppin', cause brotherhood is a weapon. Brotherhood is a weapon. Better watch how you steppin', cause brotherhood is a weapon. If I die for my niggas, it'll be an honor and a blessing. Better watch how you steppin', cause brotherhood is a weapon. Hey, hey.
Fake love, real hate.
One West.
But we set apart, nigga.
They hate it when you up, but love it when you down. Love you when you dead, but hate you while you living. Only make a mention when it's beneficial. Oh, you can't keep it solid, I ain't fucking with you. Fuck a fake friend, show is over, close the curtain. Told you that they loved you, laughed at you when you was hurting. One thing about that UPK, this brotherhood for certain. Dress you up in all black, urge you up to put that work in. Same niggas that was on the block putting that work in. Abandon that lifestyle, cause now I know my purpose. Coming from a place where a black man life is worthless. 400 plus years, yeah, living out them curses. I blame the so-called leaders in the churches. Was supposed to save our soul, instead they led us to the hearses. Backstabbed and betrayed by the people you would die for. Your family ain't family, so-called friends switch sides on you. Crack and take a knee on your neck, whisper and die, boy. So I stay strapped with the Kaepernick, that's the firearm. Gotta watch your back, you know them demons out here lurking. If I don't know shit, then I know one thing for certain, look. They hate it when you up, but love it when you down. Love you when you dead, but hate you while you living. Only make a mention when it's beneficial. You can't keep it solid, I ain't fucking with you. They hate you when you up, but love it when you down. Love you when you dead, but hate you while you living. Only make a mention when it's beneficial. You can't keep it solid, I ain't fucking
I
with
say
you.
fuck the fake love and disloyal behavior. Brotherhood is a weapon, but bitch niggas is contagious. Hating your elevation instead of hitting the pavement. Watching your every move and never give motivation. Situational friendships get way with adversity. And these days, just a little bit of your kindness a luxury. I'd rather you keep your distance than be a fuck nigga too close to me. Prefer to fuck with fear niggas than house niggas with notes on me. Get a shirt off my back for devoted niggas with loyalty. I noticed the lack of devoted niggas that's trustworthy if you ain't in no black. Ranked up, I give two fucks for free. Death before dishonor is a must. It ain't no choice for me, I'm bred different. Was never one to die, just bullshit, I'm fed different. Fuck all the information out of pulpits, I'm led different. Been taught to follow a code. Israel law, statutes, commandments, freely given, never sold, nigga. Chill.
They hate it when you up, but love it when you down. Love you when you dead, but hate you while you living. Only make a mention when it's beneficial. You can't keep it solid, I ain't fucking with you. Lost tribe. Oh. We ain't the ones to be fucked with. Got zero tolerance for that fuck shit. Don't care about you talking that tough shit. The niggas I'm down with, the same niggas I'ma be up with. No need to call a plumber, we flush. We ain't the ones to be fucked with. Got zero tolerance for that fuck shit. Don't care about you talking that tough shit. The niggas I'm down with, the same niggas I'ma be up with. No need to call a plumber, we flush shit. Look. Track flame, Usain Bolt, I hit that bitch running. Shout out to my niggas, disrespect them, I'ma hit some. Big chopper, smoking out the window, call it Silk Sonic. All my niggas eating, it's a big plate. Tectonic, name my Nina, hallelujah shit. She gon' bless some, no more future, ain't no way around it. I'm just being honest, I'ma follow the law. A One West big dog, a CNA told me she ain't seen shit this wrong. Married to the truth, shit that made me godless, so I passed it to my son like did Laurie Harvey. Damn. Deceiving black people getting harder, cause these crackers keep on playing old games. We ain't the ones to be fucked with. Got zero tolerance for that fuck shit. Don't care about you talking that tough shit. The niggas I'm down with, the same niggas I'ma be up with. No need to call a plumber, we flush. We ain't the ones to be fucked with. Got zero tolerance for that fuck shit. Don't care about you talking that tough shit. The niggas I'm down with, the same niggas I'ma be up with. No need to call a plumber, we flush. Look. They say we look like gangsters, bitch, we ex-gang bangers. Say we look like dope dealers, bitch, we ex-cane slangers. Now we serving the Lord, that's a big game changer. Standing on my 10, bought that shit too, I ain't changing. Tried to put a stain on our name, tried to kill the vibe. Even in a world full of darkness, I still a shine. If you wonder who gon' be the target, it's pre-designed. You say you would die for your niggas, I kill for mine. Got a problem, we gon' get some straight. Say you wanna eat, nigga, grab a plate. All in all, what I'm trying to say, the ISUPK. We ain't the ones to be fucked with. Got zero tolerance for that fuck shit. Don't care about you talking that tough shit. The niggas I'm down with, the same niggas I'ma be up with. No need to call a plumber, we flush. We ain't the ones to be fucked with. Got zero tolerance for that fuck shit. Don't care about you talking that tough shit. The niggas I'm down with, the same niggas I'ma be up with. No need to call a plumber, we flush shit.
They killed, give me Isaiah 14 and 21. They did the same thing to my people. So you said that they put millions of my Should a murderer go to jail for murdering? Absolutely. Should a thief go to jail when he steals? Absolutely. Should a robber pay back the money he robbed? Absolutely. So why shouldn't the white man pay for what he did? That's right.
One day you'll see just how it feels. Payback is a dog. It's a dog. Payback is a dog.
I'm in a hell of a hole, was never expected to grow. Just obstacle set in the road, that a result of me selling my soul. The story I'm telling is cold, but yet it's what everyone knows. The white man's the devil is known. America was never a home, only a place of captivity, safe facility, hating, disfigure me. They claim that I'm lazy, be killing me. Maybe this slavery draining my energy. 400 years and counting, the trail of my tears is countless. The fact that I'm here is astounding, but I can't wait till this shit is surrounded. Ready to tangle my king and the angel, be ready to rap. Crack in the sky, nuclear missiles will make it official. I'm capturing every crack and surviving. Put them all in chains where they need to be, slavery for me. And let the whole world see that with them in the cages, safer in the streets. Put the dog on a leash, get resolved for the beast. 144, get the ruler show, we could all be at peace. As soon as the trumpets are sound, your kingdom we busting it down. The only way justice is found, the time for your judgment is now.
You'll see just how it feels. Payback is a dog. It's a dog. Payback is a dog. It's a dog. Payback is a dog. It's a dog. Payback is a dog.
Look, ain't no remorse in my blood cell. It won't be no compromise. Now it's time to feed the worms. Watch his body turn to flies. I clutch iron while you trust the lies. The next Glock I back gon' be Gen 5. I get it customized. And sending shots off like farewell. Praying payback come back around like a carousel. Still remember your Honda's words ringing in my head like bells. Said you in his body, you fit the Lord, fuck the cartel. Triangle choke, apply pressure to the game like I did Vondale. Payback's a bitch in a dress, she a bombshell. Revenge is dish served cold, I just hope they make an oxtail. Block fresh out the box, I swear it got that new car smell. Made myself a target in a world of mad shooters. There was design 5 for our babies to pass through. In the day of our king's reign, I'll be overzealous. They bought my jealous, I bought brand new parabellums.
Someday you'll see just how it feels. Payback is a dog. It's a dog. Payback is a dog. It's a dog. Payback is a dog. It's a dog. Payback is a dog. It's a dog.
All right. Put a 1 in the chat if you can hear me. I don't think my audio. If you can hear me, put a 1 in the chat. I'm gonna be moderating and teaching tonight. I'm gonna need to see the ones before I get started. I think my audio kind of. If you can hear me, put a 1 in the chat. Okay. All right, man. Shalom, Yahweh B'Shem Yahweh Shah Barakatah. To all my brothers. Shalom, Yahweh Shemal Latham B'Hashem Yahweh Shah. To all my sisters, you know what I'm saying? This is Isupk Louisiana, Lashawan Qadash class, you know what I'm saying? This is Friday night, Lashawan Qadash, and here we get it in, you know what I'm saying, learning our native tongue, man, you know what I'm saying, our holy tongue, which is what Lashawan Qadash means, you know what I'm saying? All right. So last week, we got new brother in the class, right? So what we went over is just a review, right? We just went over basic terms like greetings. Sister asked about the numbers. I think it was Sister Makwadashi, if I'm not mistaken. She asked about the numbers, to go over the numbers once again. You know what I'm saying? I hope y'all got that down pat. If not, please ask your questions in the chat. You know what I'm saying? I'm gonna get to them accordingly. All right, I got everybody check in thus far. So we're gonna start the class off like always. And what we do when we start the class off is we go over our characters, man. Because our characters is very, 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 very important. You understand? Learning these characters. in the Paleo and in the Syrian is very important. So like, let me get this off the screen. All right, learning your characters is very important, man. If y'all got a clear view, put a 1 in the chat for me. Y'all got a clear view. Put a 1 in the chat for me. If you can see the board very clearly, put a 1 in that chat. All right. Most High in Christ, man. All right, so young man Curry, right? So we was going over our characters, and I was telling you that the Paleo characters is a fairly easy to, you know what I'm saying, to remember, you know what I'm saying? But the Syrian characters is extremely difficult. Well, it was for me. That's just me, you know what I'm saying, personally speaking. You know what I'm saying? So what we gonna do, I'm gonna go over every character. I'm gonna go over every character in the Paleo and in the Syrian. So you can see them, like, because last week I wrote them down and then I erased it and went over. I wrote the Paleo down, then I erased it. I went over to Assyrian. So this week I want to show them to you together so you can identify them together. So I'm gonna do Paleo in the black and I'm gonna do the Assyrian in the blue. Okay. And with the help of the audience here and on the online, we're gonna identify all characters. Okay. Let me know if y'all can see this now. You know what I'm saying? I know I still got that glare because we're gonna fix that problem. We're gonna get this problem rectified this week, believe me. You know what I'm saying? As far as this glare coming through in the class, all right? So the first character is Ah. All right? Ah. This in black is the Paleo. In the blue is the Assyrian, okay? Ah. Put a, okay, I think I can see it, so I know y'all can see it. Here, I'm gonna do red. I'm gonna do red because it's gonna show up a little bit better. All right. Your second character, right? Is Ba. Ba. Okay. Ba. So far we got Ba. All right. Third character is Ga. Ga, okay. Fourth character is Da. So you have Ba, Ga, and Da. All right. It's important to get these down. Salakia, that's my fault. I did not get these copies printed out. But don't let me forget, man. If you got my number, text me. You know what I'm saying? So I can't remember. I'll be having a lot on my agenda throughout the week. Salakia for that. You know what I'm saying? I'm gonna go and get y'all these. I'm gonna have these by next week. You know what I'm saying? That's my goal, to have these by next week. I'm gonna do a lot of copies so y'all can have them, and I'm gonna keep a lot of copies at the school, so you know, in case you forget it, you know what I'm saying, you'll have this as a study guide. This is an extremely good study guide. You can find this actually online. You can find this online. You type in Isupk Louisiana. It's like you type in Isupk Lashawan Qadash on Google, and it'll pop up. It'll pop up. You know what I'm saying? All right. So it's our fourth character, our fifth character, right? is Ha. Now remember, Paleo is in the black, Syrian is in the red, right? Paleo. It's another name for paleo. We just call it ancient, right? Ancient. That means this is the oldest form or the oldest script of Hebrew, right? It's the oldest script. Assyrian. Assyrian was reformed when we was under captivity in Assyria, right? You know, just like you got a lot of Blacks, Hispanics, and Native Indian with that Stockholm syndrome who wants to join hand in hand with the white, with our oppressor, you know what I'm saying? And they'll do any and everything to be accepted by the oppressor, right? They change the way they walk, they change the way they talk. You understand? They put on suits, you know what I'm saying? Got to go get them a $1,000 two-piece suit, you know what I'm saying? And act like a whole different person, like they address went off of Martin Luther King Drive, you understand? Just so they can be accepted by the oppressor. This is an example of what we did when we was in Assyria, right? We tried to change our language that we had to make it modern. You know what I'm saying? So that's what we did. We tried to, you know what I'm saying, appease the oppressor and change up our own native tongue as far as how the letters look or how the characters look. You understand? So that's why we identify with Assyrian also as far as learning, because this is more likely what you're gonna find when you look up words or you know what I'm saying, definitions for words in the Hebrew. You're gonna find Assyrian before you find the ancient Paleo, which is weird. You know what I'm saying? But that's the way it is, right? Okay, so our sixth character, right, is Wa. 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 So thus far we have A, Ba, Ga, Da, Ha, Wa. All right. Seventh character, we have Za. Okay. Remember, ancient, the black, Syrian in the red. Okay. Za. Then we have Ha. Ha. Correct pronunciation for this character is Ha. Okay, Trooper Kazak, I got you. If you're talking about this sheet right here, I got you. Okay. I remember I gave you a copy before. All right. So it's Ha. Ha. Okay. Next character. Ta. Ta. So thus far, we have A, Ba, Ga, Da, Ha, Wa, Za, Ha, Ta. Okay. Ta. All right. Then we have Ya. Ya. Kind of step out the way so you can see it. Ya. Select. Y'all can see this right here. Ya. All right. Then we have Ka. Okay. Now, as you notice, in the Paleo or the Assyrian, right, you have one character. You understand? But in the Assyrian, Salaki, in the ancient, in the ancient or the Paleo, you have one character for Ka. Okay. But in the Assyrian, you have two characters here. Now, when you see these two characters, okay, note that the first character is a character that will be used in the word, right? But it would only be used in the beginning of that word. You understand? This character would only be used in the beginning of that word. Okay? It's like I should write it so y'all can see. Put the abbreviation. This character will be used only at the beginning of a word. Now, this character, right? This character will be used only at the end of that word. You understand? This is very, very, very important because you'll be lost if you see this character and you're like, what the hell is that? You understand? But if you know, right, you know that able to identify or pronounce the word, right, you will have to know that this character is being used at the end of that word. So therefore, it still will be pronounced with the ka, okay? So this would be at the end. And same applies for every character in the Assyrian that has two characters. There are only, I believe, 5. Yeah, there are only 5 characters in the Assyrian that have two characters for the same character. Okay. All right, so we got A, Ba, Ga, Da, Ha, Wa, Za, Ha, Ta, Ya, Ka. All right. Now we have La. La. Okay. Then we have Ma, okay? So Ma, in the Paleo or the ancient, right, you only have one character. But in the Assyrian, we have two characters. So just like Ka, same rules apply for Ma. Top character will you only see at the beginning of that word. And the bottom character, right, you would only see at the end of that word. All right? I know it's, pretty difficult as far as writing down these characters or trying to record them, but do the best you can as far as writing these characters. You understand? You want to get them as close as possible. You know what I'm saying? Not all of us are artistic draws, and these kind of look like pictograph characters, right? But yet and still, they're still characters. You understand? They're still alphabets. You know what I'm saying? And they are written as follow. You understand? As you see. You understand? All right, our next character. It's Na. It's Na, okay? Now, with Na, right? Na is a difficult character as far as the Assyrian goes. Tell you why. Because it looks similar and identical to Ka. All right? Kind of look identical, right? But if you notice, Ka is longer. The characters is longer. I'm going to show you in a prime example. I'm going to use it in the green. the character that would be found at the beginning of a word for na and ka are like this. Okay? This would be na, and ka is longer. So this is what I mean about longer. Okay? That's what I mean about being longer. Okay? Same character, you know what I'm saying? But the way you would write the character, you would emphasize this being bigger or longer as far as how you write it. Okay? So you gotta make that relevant, you know what I'm saying, in order for you to pronounce whatever word you're trying to pronounce, right? So the same is followed as the bottom character that would be found at the end of a word, right? This one will be shorter, and this one will be longer. Understand? It's a difficulty, you know what I'm saying? But you gotta get it. You gotta get it. You know what I'm saying? When it comes down to identifying or pronouncing any word in Assyrian, you gotta understand it and you gotta get it. Okay. Just want to point that out because I know that's confusing. It was very, very confusing for me when I was learning Assyrian. So I wanted to point that out for you so you do not get confused with that. All right. What's our next character? So we got I, Ba, Ga, Da, Ha, Wa, Za, Cha, Ta, Ya, La, Ma, Na, and we have Sa. So like for that. Okay. Okay, that's strange. So Lucky, I got some technical difficulties going on. Yeah, that's kind of what he's looking like. But now it's don't got a shortage. It's pretty much connected. Y'all give me 1 second. Bear with me. Bear with me. Actual camera is actually not coming on. That's weird. Camera is not coming on. If I gotta use this laptop, it's gonna be hello Salakia. All right, class, y'all bear with me, man. Give me 1 second. Y'all gonna see a screen black for a minute, but I promise I will be right back. I'll be right back. All right, put a 1 in the chat if y'all can hear me again. Salakia for that. I had a problem with my camera. Just need to see the ones. I can get back started. Okay, I see the ones. I see the ones. I'm finna address your concern, Trooper Yaku. Finna address your concern just in just a second. Okay, I see the one. All right. So you say with da, ka, and na. Okay. You say they look different every time. Okay. All right. So let me use my green. Let me use my blue marker. All right. I can understand that. I can understand that, Trooper Yakuam, simply because the bottom character, right, for na and ka, right, does kind of look like da also, right? But here's the thing. With na and ka, right, I showed you the difference between na and ka. Na, ka, right? Na will be a short as far as this right here. This part of it, right? Shorter. Ka is longer. I put emphasis on that for a reason, right? Now with da, right? Da actually have a curve in it. You understand? That's why I want you to have this sheet. I'm gonna email it to you. But if you need it by email, I can email it to you. So like, okay. All right. That's why you need this sheet right here, man. Because this sheet is so helpful, right? So with da, it actually has. I don't want to write it right. All right, you got a loop. If you can see that, right? You can see the difference in all of them, right? In na, shorter, right? The top part, right? And ka is longer. Got the emphasis on there for you. But da, it has like a little hook in it. See it? Got that little hook in it. You understand? Right, kind of look like a 7. There you go, man. So the da would actually look like a 7. I hope you can see this, Trooper Yakuan. Okay, I see y'all. Salaki, y'all gonna have to bear with me, man. Think y'all gonna see a glare for a while. Know what's up with our school camera, but I'll figure it out later. All right. Oh man, that's terrible. That is totally terrible. Goodness. Give me 1 second, y'all. Salaki. Con, if you could, man. Thought I had some good tape, but I got an idea to get that glare. Bottom of that laptop. Throw this up. What we're gonna do is just get that glare. All right, if you can see the board without a super blurry, man. I'm already knowing, man. Where that glare coming from? Let me see. What we got? This is ridiculous. All right, man. Y'all bear with me, man. Give me a second. Set the camera up. All right, all right, all right, all right. The water, man. The water for y'all bearing with me. The lock-in problem was we did not have the camera charged. Okay, so just gonna try to get through this class the best we could and work with what we got for right now. All right, Trooper Yakuwan. Your issue was as far as Da, Ka, and Na all looking identical. All right. Now explain the difference between Na and Ka, right? As far as putting emphasis on making the Na shorter than the Ka, right? Or making the Ka longer than the Na, right? But with the Da, the young man Curry had a great point in saying that Da actually looks like the number 7. The number 7. So you got that now, or do you need me to explain or show you furthermore? So like, you need me to show you furthermore, or you need? I mean, are you good? Let me know in the chat, sir. I want everybody on board as far. Right. It's a little hook at the back end, right? So that's very important. I'm glad you got it. So moving forward, right? We had Sa. Our next character is I. Okay. All right. Now, I, right? So just looks like O in the English alphabet, right? But it's I in the Hebrew, okay? Now in the Syrian, it kind of looks like a Y, right? But on this left side right here, right, has this little squiggly, you understand? This little squiggly thing going on, you understand? So it kind of looks like this. Want to make this here, want to squiggle it, and then you want to come out like that. Kind of look like a kindergarten Y, right? Something that a kindergartner would make, okay? In the Assyrian, right? Guess that was our way of being fancy in the Assyrian, under the Assyrian captivity. I don't know how that came about, right? But this is simpler to me. This is very much simpler to me. All right. All right. So our next character being Pa. Pa. Okay. Now Pa to me looks like an upside down G. Mind you, it has 2 characters. Okay. Pa has 2 characters, and the first character that will be found at the beginning of a word, right, looks like an upside down G. If you flip that around, that would look like a G. You understand? Let me know if y'all getting a good look. Let me know if y'all getting a good look on the class right now. Okay. you will flip this top character, right, that which will be found at the beginning of a word, it will look like an upside down G. I mean, it will look like a G, right? So in its correct form, it looks like an upside down G. You understand? Now, the bottom character, which will be found at the end of a word, right, looks like the beginning of a hangman game. You understand? That's just kind of how like I identify it, right? Looks like the beginning of a hangman game. Like you get one more wrong, you're gonna get the head of, you know what I'm saying? Okay. Kind of the best way I can describe that character for you, right? Mind you, the top is what you will find at the beginning of a word, the bottom is what you will find at the end of a word. Okay. So our next character will be Tazah. Okay. Tazah. And Tazah also has two characters. Okay. Tazah also has two characters. Now, the first character for the Assyrian with Tazah, which will be found at the beginning of a word, it kind of looks identical to I in the Assyrian. Okay. But if you notice, this part is different. You understand? With the Assyrian, right, you got this here, you got your little squiggly going on, and then you would come clean over, just like that. See? But with this one, with the Tazah, right, let me erase this so I can rewrite it. You kind of put emphasis on that hook, right? Kind of put emphasis on that hook. Like it kind of comes out a little bit more. You understand? Kind of put emphasis on that on this bottom part right here. You see the difference between the two? Mind you, this top character will be found at the beginning of a word. The bottom character will be found at the end of a word. All right. So thus far, right, we have a, ba, ga, da, ha, wa, za, ka, ta, ya, ka, la, ma, na, sa, I, pa, to za. Okay. All right. All right, moving on. We have our next character, which is qua. Qua. Okay. Qua. All right. Now, qua for the ancient or the paleo, right? It kind of looked like a regular Q, right? Kind of look like this. Except you cut off half and you can just come straight down. So what you do is that. Kind of look like the Q just halfway, right? Or you can look at it as this, right? An umbrella, right? The umbrella. The umbrella. Or a sunset. See what I'm saying? Or the sunset, which is what it represents. You understand? It actually represents a sunset. Okay. All right. Our next character is Ra. Ra. Okay. Now, this is where you're gonna get confused at again, because like the brother brought out, Da, Ka, and Na also looks identical, right? But also Ra. And I'm gonna show you the difference between Ra. Ra got a little hook at the top, come straight down. See it? Kind of looks like Ka, but it's not. Ka don't have that hook. If they do, show one, I'm gonna erase. Doesn't have that hook. Okay. And it's extremely long. It's extremely long. Okay. That's confusing, I know. Trust me, I know. But the more and more you study the Syrian Hebrew along with the Paleo or the ancient, the more and more you'll be able to identify them when you see them. You understand? Especially on the online characters that you will find online, but even more so when you write it, when other people write it. You can read it, you can look at it. Just like you got the Torah, right? You can find that Torah on Amazon, and it's in all Hebrew, right? But it's only in the Assyrian. It's not in the Paleo. You understand? So you'll be able to identify the characters like that as well. You understand? All right. So what's our next character is Shah. Okay. Shah. Okay. Shah kind of looks the same in the Paleo or the ancient, right? And the Assyrian. Okay. Kind of looks the same. You know what I'm saying? Easy identification for me. Shah was always easy for me. All right. Our last character, Tha. All right. Okay. Now Tha, it looks identical to Ha. It also looks identical to Ha. Okay. I'm gonna identify those three for you so you don't get confused with these three, right? Okay. So you have Tha, right? See how they kind of got that little kickoff right here, right? Then you have Ha. Okay. And you get a little squiggly line and it never connects to the top portion of the character. Okay. See that? Then you have Ha. Okay. And with Ha, simple. It don't have that kickoff at the end, and the whole character connects. You understand? That's how you identify, or you know what I'm saying, separate the identification of all these three characters. Okay. By seeing them side by side, write them yourselves. You could write them yourselves. Therefore, you can identify the characters. You can see the difference in the character because you're the one who's writing this down. You understand? You're the ones who's practicing day by day or week by week. You understand? As far as writing, this is your native tongue, man. This is important to you. Believe it or not, you know what I'm saying? This is the language that we come from, man. And you understand, if you look back on slavery, you look back at the things that our people been through, you know what I'm saying, coming to this land or this country, right? You know what I'm saying? You learn that we adapted a lot of things that don't belong to us. And the Bible says specifically, right, to follow not the ways of the heathen, right? So what we did, we followed the ways of the heathen. We called ourselves gangsters. You know what I'm saying? The white man was the oppressor was the first man to do a drive-by. who's famously known for doing drive-by. Black people, you understand? Blacks, Hispanics, you know what I'm saying, Native Indian people, famously known for doing these things, you understand? But we did not come up with these things. We're not the originator, we're not the creator of these things, you understand? We have a native tongue, we have a native laws, statutes, and commandments that we do not know of or we do not follow. So to know who you are, right, and to know the laws and statutes and commandments, is fairly big. It's big. You know what I'm saying? Overall of your whole life, to follow that is great. It's big. You understand? But to know your native tongue, to be able to speak and communicate in your native tongue is even bigger, man. You know what I'm saying? Take hold of what you come from and who you are. And I'm talking about grasp it with all your might, you understand? Because that's what is going to rectify us as a nation. That's what's going to help us do like Zephaniah 2:1, gather together. You know what I'm saying? We become one body, man, when we speak this native tongue. You understand? It's a language that can't nobody understand. You understand? I be at work or I be at the slave, right? And my the one you call me, you know what I'm saying? I get on the phone, hey, Shalom Yah, Bashim Shakta. Niggas looking at me crazy, like what the hell what the hell this dude talking about? You know what I'm saying? But me and my brothers and my other one, we are one body. So I know exactly what he's saying. You know exactly what I'm saying. You understand? Don't be the person who's left out. You understand? As far as like, damn, he a nigga just like me, but he don't talk like me. He ain't speaking the same language. Hey, what is that? You understand? Dive into who you are, man. Come back into God's law, statutes, and commandments, man. You know what I'm saying? That's gonna be big on your whole life. You understand? The Bible says, seek the Most High first. You know what I'm saying? And everything else will be added on to you. Seek Him first. Everything else will be added on to you. Well, seeking Him is coming into these laws. I don't come to these laws. I'm coming to your native tongue, man. This is the tongue in which we damn right. I see Trooper Yaquan. This is a tongue in which we identify and we communicated all throughout the Bible. You understand? From Adam all the way down to Christ, man. You know what I'm saying? Adam all the way down to Christ. The 12 disciples. You know what I'm saying? Note that they was even captive in Rome or grew up in Rome, thinking they were Romans or what's the Corinthians or whatever, you know what I'm saying? They was captive at. They spoke those languages, but they always came back and learned that their native tongue, you understand? And note that when we hid in the land of Canaan and we were sold for gunpowder, when we got over here, this is the native tongue that we spoke, you understand? If you go look up all the old historical slave buildings, right? Even the first so-called slave church that was ever built, you see Paleo or ancient Hebrew engraved in the wood. You understand? This is real, man. This is serious. You understand? I believe, if I'm not mistaken, you correct me if I'm wrong. The woman we know is Harriet Tubman, even identified with these characters, was able to read these characters and speak this language. You know what I'm saying? So it's very, very big on who we are. It's our identity a lot. So moving forward, right? I'm not gonna dive too deep, man, because I know how you can get lost with this language, right? You know what I'm saying? I know how it is. Just getting started with it, you know what I'm saying? So what we did, we went over all the greetings, right? Went over all the greetings. What I'm gonna do now is go over some just more greetings and colors. You know what I'm saying? I don't believe I ever went over colors before. I'm gonna do that. All right. First color would be red, right? So red is Adawam Salaki. Adawam would be red in the Hebrew. Okay. So you would write this in the ancient like this, right? Now, notice that some characters in the word, right, Adawam, connect. They connect to each other as far as pronunciation goes. Some of these characters in the English, how it's written in the English, connect. And as far as pronunciation, it connects, right? So notice that I did not put any connectors in the ancient or the paleo. So this is what we're gonna do. We're going to identify every character, right? As far as pronunciation considered, and we're gonna figure out which characters connect, right? And then when we're done with that, I'm gonna write the same word in the Assyrian. Okay. Mind you, this is in the ancient or the paleo. Okay. So our first character is what? Is ah. Okay. Ah. All right. Put a little indentation in there. Our next character is what? Da. Okay. Gonna put a little indentation in there. All right. Our next character is what? Wa. All right. Gonna put a little indentation in there. All right. What's our next character? M. It got to connect to what? Wa. Good job. Right. So we don't just have M, right? Because M is not a character in the Hebrew, right? But Ma is a character in the Hebrew, right? So you got Ah right here. You got Da. So I is by itself and Da is by itself. Then you got Wa, and M is not a character, so that means Wa and Ma must connect to each other to make one. All right, it's just that simple. Once you identify or once you know what the word is in the English, it's very easy to write it in the paleo. Very easy. Now, the struggle comes in. well, for me, you know what I'm saying? I can't speak for nobody else. The struggle always came in for me was writing it in the Assyrian, boy. You understand? So we got Ah. Okay. We got Da. Remember that Da kind of looks like that 7. All right. We got Wa. Okay. And then we have Ma. Okay. Now, when we look at Ma, right? When we look at Ma got 2 characters in the Assyrian. So which character will we put down? Chad, I can use y'all help also. Which character will we put down for Adawam in the Assyrian? One with the closure is what you're saying? Yeah. So would that be the top character or the bottom character? The bottom character. Good job, man. You know what I'm saying? You're gonna put that bottom character in there. So like I can write a little bit better. So we're gonna go like this here. That's right, Trooper Yakuan. It is the bottom character or the second one. Okay. And that's Adawam. All right. Now, in Genesis, right, it said that Esau came out red. So this is how you identify Esau, man. Esau simply called Adawam in the Hebrew. You know what I'm saying? Because his name means red. Esau means red. You understand? So it's Adawam. Not Adawam, but Adawam. Okay. That could be confusing because Adawam is what? Somebody tell me in the chat what Adawan means. La la. If we got time tonight, I'm gonna get what brother means in the chat. Like, I'm gonna write that down and break that down what brother means in the chat. Okay, y'all give Trooper Yaquam a hand, man. He said Lord. Adawan means Lord. So in the school, right, you might hear a brother say Khan, Adawan, Khan. They're not saying Khan Adawan Khan. They're saying Khan Adawan Khan because we already figured out what Khan mean. You remember from last week, what does Khan mean? Going to the store with me? Khan, yes. Yes. So what you're saying is yes, Lord, yes. Khan Adawan Khan, not Adawan. So you wanna, you know what I'm saying? Make sure you got that correct. Okay. All right. Our next color would be blue. Okay. All right. Now I know how it looks. It's long. Kind of discouraging. You understand? So blue. We're gonna pronounce it together, okay? Tha, cha, not cha, but tha, ka, la. You will have the again, right? But this I gave it away, but this connects. La, la. Okay. Now, since I did this one for us already, we're gonna go ahead and break this one down, right? So we got tha, got that indentation. We got ka, got that indentation right there, and we have la, la. All right. So when we write it in the Syrian, you got tha, okay? You got ka, you got la, right? And you got tha again. Okay. Tha would be by itself as far as pronunciation goes. Ka will be by itself as far as pronunciation goes. And la and tha at the end will connect. Mind you, English is always going from left to right, and the Paleo or the Assyrian is going from right to left. All right. So we got that identified, right? So we're gonna write it in the Assyrian. Okay. It's just like that. Ta ka la. All right. Okay. So far we got red, we got blue. Try to fit. We're just gonna erase the red. Let me know if y'all got this in the chat, man. Y'all need time to write this down. Y'all need time to write it down. Let me know. Let me know if you got it in the chat. If you got red in the chat, that's gonna be the only one I'm gonna erase right now. Red. All right. This word is pronounced Shaka War. Shaka War. Okay? And it means black. You understand? All right. So you will write it in the Paleo or the Syrian like this. Okay. Now notice I didn't put any connectors or disconnectors, right? I didn't put any connectors to the word. You understand? So what we're gonna do, we're gonna break this down. Okay. What's the first character that we have? Sha. Good job. Put that indentation right there. What's our next character? I like to hear it every time. Ha. Ha. Okay. Our next character is Ha. All right, we're gonna put that indentation. Now what we got? Wa. Then what else? We got R. So therefore, R is not in the Syrian or the Paleo as far as pronunciation goes. So we know that Wa and Ra, right, is connected. Good job, good job. All right, so we're gonna add our connector. This is a disconnection. This is a disconnection, and these two connect. Understand? So difficulty comes in with what? When we write this in the series. All right. So this is how we're gonna write. Okay. It's just like that. Shaka war. Shaka war, which means black. I assume that y'all already got blue written down. So we're gonna get our next color. Arakwaman. Arakaman. All right. Arakwaman. Okay. Who want to guess what this means? What we call a Hebrew Israelite group that is not affiliated with us. See if somebody gonna get it in the chat. Is what we call a Hebrew Israelite group that is not affiliated with us. It's the color that they wear. It's lucky. Most High in Christ. Purple. Purple. Why they look so ugly? Or why they look like it's spelled wrong? They're not school too long. Okay, purple. All right, is Arakwaman. All right, Arakwaman. All right. So, like the rest of the characters, we're gonna identify. I mean, like the rest of the words, we're gonna identify these characters in this word. Okay, starting with the ancient. Okay, what is our first character? Ah. What is our next character? Ra. All right. What is our next character? Qua. What is our next character? Ma. And our next one. Nah. All right. But nah don't have that A at the end, which indicates what? It's connected to ma. Okay. Just that simple, man. It's just that simple. When you don't see a word fully, when you got the word in the English and you don't see that word or the character fully abbreviated or spelled out, right? If it ain't all the way spelled out, if this is gone, right? You know that the character next to it is connected to it. Okay. Or else it would be what? Ara Kwama Na. Ara Kwama Na. All right. And that's not how we pronounce it. Okay. So to write it in the Assyrian, right, would be like this. Okay. Okay. Just like that. All right. Our next color would be green, right? And the word is Yarakwa. Yarakwa. Just by looking at the word in the English, did anybody tell me if we would have any characters that connect to each other? La. We have no characters that connect to each other based on the way I broke down all the rest of the words, right? So you got Ya, Ra, and Kwa. Okay. So writing them in the ancient would be just like this. Very, very simple. Very simple. All right. So in the Syrian, it will look like this. Okay. Okay. Like that one. Okay. All right. Now our next word, right? Our next color, select, will be silver. And the word for silver is kasap. Kasap. Now, who can tell me just by looking at this, we will have connectors or not? Kasap. Kasap. Select, let me let y'all see it. Y'all can see it on. Yes, what will we have connectors in? Sa and Pa. Select. All right. So we got ka, sa, sa. All right. So it will be written just like this in the Assyrian. Okay. Very, very simple, man. The more and more you go over it, the more and more you write words down. Like if you're not doing this, you're not learning. You know what I'm saying? If you're not writing your words down, if you're not looking up words, if you're not asking questions about words, you're not learning Hebrew, man. You know what I'm saying? You're gonna forever be lost in the sauce. You know what I'm saying? It's just like downloading that Duolingo little app and you call yourself want to learn Spanish and you never get on it and you know what I'm saying? You never take the time out to learn it. You know what I'm saying? They say the English language, if you wasn't born speaking English, the English language is the hardest language to learn. You ask anybody that speaks another language and they was born speaking that language, like Spanish or Italian, Portuguese, Asian, they will tell you that the English language is the hardest language to learn. You understand? Well, you already know English. You was born speaking English, so every other language is just that much simpler for you to conquer, man. You know what I'm saying? You keep that mind state on learning different languages, different tongues. Understand? Man, you're conquering, man. You're conquered. You understand? But this native tongue specifically belongs to you, you blacks, Hispanics, and Native Indian people, man, of God, man. You chosen people of the Most High God. You understand? This language belongs to you. It is holy. It's a separate language specifically for you. You know what I'm saying? So we got ka, we got sa, and we got pa. So kasa is how you pronounce it, and it means silver, right? So with ka, right? Oh, got ka, and we have sa, right? Okay, and you got pa. And you got that little squiggly thing going, and boom, kasa, kasa. I'm gonna do just a few more. Salaki. What I was just saying is we have the word Laban, okay? Y'all got to bear with me too. I'm having a little bit more technical difficulties than a little bit. I know the class is a little bit dark, you understand? But we're gonna try to get through the class like this. I'm gonna just do one more after this one. I'm gonna go ahead and erase the silver, okay? I'm gonna do one more after white, and we'll make sure we don't have this problem again. Okay, so we got white, right? And white is Laban in the Hebrew. So who can tell me how many characters is in the word Laban, right? And if any of those characters connect to each other, you put it in the chat for me. Put it in the chat, or one of y'all can answer in the audience, okay? It's 3 characters and and 2 connect. All right. So, right, our first character is what? La. Okay. Our next character is Ba. And our next character? Na. And what? Which one connect?
Oh, Ba, Na.
Ba and Na connect. Okay. Hopefully y'all can see that. Most High in Christ. Most High in Christ. I see y'all in the chat. All right. So we got La. Okay. Then you have Ba. All right. And Na. Na is tricky, right? Because Na in the Syrian has 2 characters. So do the top character or the bottom character go at the end of this word? Somebody put in the chat. Top or bottom character? First or second character? Repito, repito. Repito in the Spanish. The top or the bottom character? What is yes? I see you, Sister Mama. Now, what is yes? The top character or the bottom one? Bottom. Most High in Christ. Most High in Christ. Bottom character. Okay. So that is for white. All right. I'm gonna erase this. Well, select. I'm gonna put the last one down. Y'all see that? Y'all can see that? All right. So we got yellow, and yellow is pronounced Tazahab. All right? Tazahab. It's how it's written in the English. It's pronounced Tazahab in the Hebrew, okay? So just looking at the word Tazahab in the Hebrew, who can tell me how many characters and do either or one of the characters connect? 3 characters. How many characters connect? Or do any of the characters connect? Ha and Ba. Most High in Christ. Give her a hand, man. Give her a hand. All right. So you got Tazah, which is 1 character. Okay. Then you got Ha. Okay. And then you have Ba. Right? And Ha and Ba connects. Just like that. Okay. I'm gonna write it in the Syrian right over here. Hopefully y'all can see that. All right. Salaki, man, y'all bear with me. Hit that like for me Chris. Salaki for y'all bearing with me, man. I'm gonna get this light on so I can greet y'all out. I'm gonna say shalom, y'all, Ba'Shem Yahushua Barakatah to all my brothers. Shalom, Yahweh Shemar Latham Ba'Shem Yahushua to all the sisters, man. Make sure y'all tune in next week for the Lashawan Qadash. We're gonna finish up on a lot more colors, and we're going to get into something else. I'll let that be a surprise to you for next week, man. You understand? I'm Priest and Officer of 50th Rewam Yala. Hey, and shalom, Lord of Christ. Kwam Yasharab.